All right, who are we watching first? I obviously have to watch Josh. And then, most important of all, we need to see exactly what happens to this poor guy when the circular is revealed. I think that's the most important one.
About the
This guy's
Yep. There it is.
Yep.
Wow. Finally got a stable connection. Congratulations to our newest YCS winner, who also
does anyone know if Ruxins is up? That's also very important.
Winner of the current advanced format.
Yeah.
The new advanced format starts on April 7th.
Josh is such a good reactor. He says, yep.
Forbidden Unlimited's cards list right here.
Yeah.
I can't believe he printed it. I still can't get over that.
About the new Forbidden Unlimited card list. And there's a lot to go over, so lock in. First, the following cards are now unlimited. Cyberjar.
Okay.
Danger Jackalope and Danger Tsuchinoko.
Okay.
Ava.
Okay.
And Performapal Monkey Board.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Could you react harder, Josh?
Unlimited are fine.
Next, the following cards are now semi-limited. There's a number of them moving in both directions, so let's start with a card.
This semi list gave me a semi, dude. This semi-limited list gave me a semi. My reaction to this, if you saw it, they said X first, and I was disappointed because I was like, you should have at least limited. But then he just kept reading Ryzeal after Ryzeal after Ryzeal, and then limit detonator. I was like, I think that deck is kind of dead.
Cards moving from limited. They are Black Dragon Collapse Serpent and White Dragon Wild.
Oh, okay.
Morphing Jar.
Uh-huh.
Unchained Soul of Shivara.
Oh, all right.
Snake Eye Ash.
Wow.
And Snake Eye Poplar.
Action Poplar. Okay, I guess.
That was my exact reaction.
Previously unlimited. And they are...
By the way, Sharvara to 2 is like really relevant, right? Because there's lines that need specifically 2 Sharvara. Like you send 1, you summon 1, you overlay 2. I hope that deck gets cooking, man. Like I really like Unchained.
X Ryzeal.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Ryzeal.
Oh.
Sword Ryzeal.
Ah.
Malice P. Dormouse.
Oh.
Malice P. White. Malice in Underground.
Oh my God! What?
Look at the size of this thing, dude. Look at this. Is that 12 semi-limits?
That's so many!
Next up, the limited cards. 3 cards have been moved from forbidden to limited. You may have seen a couple
Like
of
Sword
these
Soul,
before, so
Sword
that
Soul.
can be unlocked.
Ryzeal is such a mess
I would highly
now.
recommend that you go check those out right after this. The returning cards are mathmech Circular.
No, not him! No!
And Masterpiece.
No, not him! Not him!
Why did they bring back Circular, dude?
Distiel Druid's Worm.
Oh, okay, nice. Detonator too!
Bonfire.
Bonfire!
Crossout Designator.
Oh, God!
Triple Tactics
Oh!
Talent. And
I think he's gonna orgasm. He gonna bust.
Oh! What?
finally, there are 4 newly forbidden cards in the
I
next
can't
advanced
believe
Four?
Shifter was
They
hit.
are
Dude, I'm never playing Master Duel again. What the hell?
Night Griffin,
Yeah,
my
good
God.
luck making content like that, Josh.
Oh my God!
Abyss Dweller,
Oh!
and Bahamut Shark.
Oh!
You'll be able to find the complete list of changes on our social media.
Josh's reactions have gotten more unhinged over the years. Have you noticed? He's becoming a content creator. You can tell.
Brazil.
Y'all.
Exciting news on the forbidden.
I don't know if I've ever seen a better ban list in my life.
By the way, just 2019 January was insane. Come on, or 2020 was it, dude? The crowd reaction being overlaid on top of it as well was ridiculous. I'm really like shoutouts to NA, dude. They did a crazy job putting this together.
In my life.
Did he just mute Jackie? Disrespect.
Nah, man. Nah.
The fact that they hit Shifter was ridiculous.
That's... Can I see that as a picture somewhere again? Hold up.
Old man needs a picture. He can't remember. 3 hits. 33 hits, but you know. All right. Thank you for reacting. Who we got next? You want me to watch Nesh?
Advanced format. The new advanced format starts on April 7th. And I have the next Forbidden Unlimited cards list right here.
Do I have to like demonetize on YouTube or something? Because there's probably going to be a lot of slurs here.
So, I've been trying to tell you all weekend. Unlimited.
Oh my God.
Cyberjar.
Cyberjar.
Danger Jackalope and Danger Tsuchinoko.
Okay.
Ava.
Eva.
And
Okay.
Performapal Monkey Board.
Oh, I don't care. Okay.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't
Now
care.
semi-limited. There's a number of them moving in both directions, so let's start with the cards moving from limited. They are Black Dragon Collapse Serpent and White Dragon Wyver Burster.
Okay.
Morphing Jar.
By the way, do you know that this deck, that this ban list leaked? It was, which is insane repercussions on Konami's part. I don't know who they're gonna have to arrest and get taken by the Pinkertons, but this ban list leaked, which is kind of crazy. It was all over Facebook for the last like 2 or 3 days or something. People were posting ban list predictions on Facebook, and it was card for card, like beyond the point of what's the word? Coincidence. Because there's so many like specific things. A lot of things are guessable. A lot of things you can assume to be easy to get. Like a lot of the unlimits, very simple and easy ones, right? But on Facebook, people were guessing all of the semi-limits. That's unprecedented. We've never had a TCG list that has a mass amount of semi-limits. So that's a very random, specific thing to guess. So this list was leaked, 100%. We can watch MSTTV's video because I think he mentions it.
Okay, okay.
Unchained Soul of Shrivara.
Okay.
Snake Eye Ash and Snake Eye Poplar.
Oh my god.
The rest of the semi-limited cards were previously
Sharvara
Does Ash and Poplar do anything? You can have 3 Ash and Poplar. It doesn't matter if there's no Os, right?
2.
and they are X Ryziel,
Oh my god.
Ice Ryziel,
Oh my god.
Sword Ryziel, Malice P Dormouse, Malice P White Round, and Malice in Underground.
Look at the size of this thing.
They chopped everything.
Next up, the limited cards. 3 cards have been moved from Forbidden to Limited. You may have seen a couple of these in the Quarter Century Stampede unboxings a couple days ago. I would highly recommend
X2, baby.
those out right
Remember
now.
Grasp
The returning
buyout
cards
before the
are
August list?
mathmech Circular,
Yeah, but there was no buyouts for this.
Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King.
Dude, circular back.
Cards
You're crazy.
previously
You're
unlimited.
crazy.
Wait,
And they are
Nah.
we could maybe
Nah.
check Circular actually.
Ryziel Detonator,
Detonator. Pop fine.
Cross Out Designator,
Cross out.
Triple Tactics Talent, and
Cross out.
Grab your breasts.
Cross out to 1. Cross out to 1.
finally, there are 4 newly forbidden cards
Oh my God,
in
shit.
this advanced format. And they are
Too much. Yo.
Nightmare Griffin,
Okay, I don't care.
Link Decoder,
No.
Abyss Dweller,
Yes. Yes.
Bahamut Shark.
Justice. Justice. Fuck. Fuck, dude.
So,
Fuck,
like-
dude.
Complete list of changes
Actually,
on
fuck
our
dude.
social media
Malice
sites.
is
Complete
Oh my
list
God.
the best
updated
deck
on the
now,
website
right?
Tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Best of luck to everyone preparing. for the
Blue
next
Eyes is
month of
untouched,
updates.
which is funny.
Exciting news on the Forbidden and Limited list. Looking forward to seeing how this will impact our next YCS in Providence, Rhode Island on May 3rd
I need
and
a
4th.
second.
No.
I need a second.
By the end of his reaction, he starts getting emotional.
So happy. I'm crying of joy right now.
Relax,
This is
little
new
bro.
cinema.
It's just a TCG ban list.
Love you, man. I fucking love this panel.
This is me if they ban Max
It's actually crying. I
I
don't give a
swear.
fuck what you guys think. Enable the vote. I will enable the vote.
Amazing. Thank you, Zombie Boss, for the super chat on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. You feeling okay, Farfa? Also sad Dante didn't get banned. No, I've been losing my voice.
Brazil!
We will be healed soon, thankfully. V195, thank you for the 2 years. Happy Tuesday. I lost my voice with how hard I read that as how hard I pegged. That's crazy. Ruxin 34.
Banlist.
The craziest mystery box I've ever opened, man. Okay, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for him, dude. I'm waiting for it. Who's usually funny? I wouldn't say Jesse's is funny, but it's usually pretty good and informative. 20 minutes? Wait, Jesse did a Banlist reaction at the event?
Hey guys, we are at YCS Houston, and Pascal has this fun crowd popping off in the USA, and Jerome took over the broadcast and has started streaming. Now, the balance is going to be crazy, and while I wish I could do it live, it was actually too loud. I couldn't hear anything, so now we're refilming the second after, and my cameraman Cameron here
It
is,
was too
going to read
live.
it off instead on his phone, because I didn't hear it. I couldn't react properly.
Oh no, it's not a reaction. Sad. Sad. All right, let's get some things out of the way here. What are we doing? We do Chef react first? It was. Oh, it is a reaction. Wait, so Did he
Hey
like
guys,
leave
we're
the
at YCS
venue
Houston off
when they
instead
did it
on the phone, 'cause
live?
I didn't hear it. I couldn't react properly. But okay.
Okay.
What's unlimited? I heard dangers.
Okay, so we're gonna start up at the top.
Yeah.
Cyberjar,
Yes. Called it. Irrelevant. Yeah. Cool.
Danger Jackalope.
And Tsuchinoko.
Yes.
Cool. Dosing at 3 is awesome.
All right, Jesse.
Because
Finish
Danger
his
cards
sentence.
are some of my
It's
favorites.
so
He's
cute
one of
when
my favorite heavy
the
decks.
content
Although
creator and
Curious
his
is shooting-
cameraman,
Although Curious's bands and Snow's bands.
they did
it's
the
probably not going to do too much.
falling pipe
That being
meme.
said, they are very cool cards. They are at least more playable than Cyberjar, and if this card had to become playable again, like these cards, it wouldn't surprise me that much. So, cool cards to own if you don't.
My favorite unlimited, Eva.
Eva is pointless. That card is like a one-of when you play it, so irrelevant, whatever.
And then Monkey Board.
Shut
Monkey
up.
Board at 3,
Jesse.
I guess makes sense. The new performance deck. I don't know if you can play it in that deck, but
All these
this ain't-
unlimits are so dumb. Monkey Board should have came back years ago. I love Banlist.
day and age pendulums. Who cares?
All right, so for the semi-limits.
Semis, and this one was long, right? Because it went on for a while, but I couldn't really make out what was going on.
Okay, so we have Black Dragon Collapse Serpent.
Okay, so that's the only one I think I heard. That one is really cool. That was at 1 before. So the thing is, in
Are you
National,
okay?
we have
No,
these cards.
I've
They don't
lost
do
my
anything.
voice.
They are very playable though, and it wouldn't surprise me if Dragon Link returns some form, or this is used in some Chaos variety. Because all intents and purposes, you can play these
please
alongside.
tell me
Malice cards.
Dragon Link is alive.
And they are really, really good Link fodder.
You sound like the Keck W guy.
Do not be surprised these
Yes,
pop
it
up on
does.
meta again, but just like the danger cards, yeah. Power levels there,
That's
just
me.
not at the right moment. They need the right synergies to go back into focus.
All right, so next up, I'm just gonna go because they're in a group. We have X, Ice, and Sword Rising.
Wait, all got semi.
Yes.
X Ice Sword. So the starters cut down drastically, but with Tachyon and Ascension, that's not important. I don't like this hit. So we talked about X Arena 1 is my prediction. X Arena 2 is weirder. So X Arena 1 matters more because then you can't get it for follow-up unless Duo resolves and gets crossed. Because then if you use it on turn 1, you can't have search a second, and the second one acts in twins as your way of
I feel like explaining the repercussions without the totality of the list doesn't make sense, right?
pushing past. With 2, that's enough to do that. You don't have one for the 3rd turn, but that's not a huge deal. Consistency-wise, it's not going to matter that much with Ascensions and Tachyons. Yes, they are worse than hard drawing ice and whatever, but
No one
I don't know
likes
how
to
much
brick.
makes
This
difference.
is
And
a
2
dumb
ice
hit.
versus 3, very minimal hit to the
This is
that's-
a buy
I would not be
Tachyon
surprised, if that's minimal
purchase.
in terms of hits.
Or hit, rather. or
Same
change.
kind of thing. Dormouse, White Rabbit, and Malice in Underground are all at 2.
What the? I don't like, this is like the Masterful approach, but where Masterful approach works of semi things is they do a lot every month, and it adds up. This is not enough to have too much impact immediately.
Well, maybe
Malice does
listen
have
to the
sometimes
rest
you
of the
don't
bat
see names,
list,
the deck just
Jesse.
falls apart. So I guess that is a real thing. Now you force play terraforming, but there's other cards to play to boost consistency, because like Tachyon in Ryziel,
Not
if
as
you need
Ryziel
extra
does
cards,
it have
they
to
are
do
the
with
worst,
breaking?
but Sign It,
Yeah, you can't play Pot of Desires probably
very
now.
functional. So I don't think this makes
And
really
your grind
any
game
meaningful
is
impact to
gone,
Malice.
like literally
They make it a
gone.
little
There's
weaker
no
to Ash. It is actually
detonator
meaningful,
past
yes,
turn
but right now
1.
it just does not matter about Ash at all. But not huge impacts. I still expect Malice and Ryziel, unless the other hits are criminal, to be the big threats. But yeah.
All right, next up we have Morphing Jar.
What is the 3? Okay.
Snake Eye Ash.
What? It feels very funny coming from Ash just being so recently hit.
you please say
I really
it
think
too?
this deck has potential
It
with
too?
Doom Dragon and
It
Crossfit
too?
that interaction being some of my favorite things. If you want to see what that can do, look at my Crystal Beast deck list, the 11 negate combo back in January.
Oh, that
There's
hurts.
other things you can do with it. You can play it, obviously not in Crystal Beast, but those cards are very good, even in that original. The other problem with it, though,
Can you
is
banish
it's
Detonator?
particularly weak into
Yeah.
Detonator. So timing-wise, it's
Can
not a
I
good format
banish
for them.
Detonator?
So next up we also have Snake Eyes Poplar.
Oh, so these you can put together.
Detonator my extra, I can bash my Unicorn
Poplar
forever.
too. Cool. I like. Honestly, this isn't huge, but the biggest thing is now when you draw Poplar, you wanted to Scream before because you couldn't Bonfire or Ash for Poplar. Now I guess you don't have to deal with that much. But all of a sudden,
Bonfire,
you can't
Pepe
search
La.
originals actually way worse.
Next up, Unchained Soul Chivara.
Savara to 2. Put them to 3. I called this to 3 as the one hit, I think. I can't remember my predictions exactly, but I think this is one of them. I do love this though. This card's awesome. And 2 does make a big difference because some Caesar lines you want to have 2 6s, and that's while one Shavar's in your hand already for follow-up or for playing the opponent's turn. And
I think 2 6s makes it so that one of... I don't think there's a difference between 2 and 3 Sharvara, but the difference between 1 and 2 Sharvara is huge. So I'm a little like... I'm not going to complain. It's a sick ban list. Extremely happy that Unchained of all decks is getting, you know, support. Well, not support, but, you know, help. But I feel like... I don't think there's a difference between 3 and 2 Sharvara, so just put it to 3, right?
obviously one's in your hand and it's out one. The other
I
6
only
has to
use
be
one
separate.
Sharvara, it's literally
That is
searchable.
big no-no. So I'm happy.
You
seeing
just
that
don't know how to
new
play your
modern
deck,
versions of
buddy.
the
Like
play
2 Sharvara
great.
is
And then
relevant
the
for
last time I
certain
limit's going to be
combos.
Wyvern Booster. So
Like-
same thing
Oh,
as the
yeah,
last
okay. This makes more sense
Search
too.
one,
Yeah, these
hold
could
to
legitimately
another,
be
like
threats
that's
because
there is relevant
when we're
combo
practicing
wise.
Master, we always have to remember aspect MX is legal and it's best of one. Both are huge.
Are you happy with the
overbearing
bans?
kind of factors on that format.
I mean, I don't
Black
really
and white
know
are
too
great
much about
cards,
TCG.
and
I'm gonna try
it
lock
makes
in a
it
little
very
bit maybe
to
for
be
this
good
format because it
again. Maybe
does
right now,
seem
'cause
exciting.
LP and Aggro Paint are gone. The dragons aren't as oppressive, but still, they can very
But
easily.
this
play
Banlist
with
makes
it.
me want to
Like, what if you
lock
play,
in
like,
TCG,
Fiend
like
Smith,
lock in
Chaos,
TCG.
Ruler, or not Chaos Ruler, Chaos like Dragon Link, Blue Eyes. That could work. Maybe don't even include Blue Eyes in that. but-
All right, ready for the limits?
Limits. What we got?
First one, hot off the presses, Bestial Druid's Worm.
We're switching places with Master Duel. I have never had a problem with this duel except Magnemite. Magnemite is the only one's a problem.
What did he
because
want?
searching
Ban
like
Druid's
Yugitubers,
Worm?
Even Black and White Dragon and Dragon Link was just crazy. Magnemite, if it could only search Bestial, searching Rebellion is very good. But if like that's in theme and it's not crazy broken, I'd be okay with it. The fact that it searches any dragon is so stupid. So I hope that's on the ban section. I mean, in reality, it means you play more other Bestials. Druid's Worm's not a huge difference. The Send effect is noticeably different.
Who
I
would
guess, and
even
better
care
to
about
Detonator.
Master Duel right
But
now?
With cards like 20 this thing, it's not like the
People who
hugest
don't
deal.
play in person, I
Next
guess.
up, your favorite card in the world, Dimension Shifter.
Oh. I thought, dude, you can't say that. My favorite card I thought you were about to say Snow's coming back to 1, and you had me so excited. Why would you do that to me? Shifter to 1 is fantastic, though. I would much rather ban it, but we called this one. I feel like this one is a long time coming because it really, like, it was on the radar before, but
I don't
it became
understand the
very,
difference
very
between
present with
limiting and
Malice.
banning Shifter. I
think
really
realized,
don't.
okay, we got to make this like an ace power
Like,
card. People will still get
limit
Great Soul to
Shifter is
it,
effectively
myself
banning
included.
it,
But now it happens
but
a lot less. And while
one
it
in-
still sucks that it will happen,
what's the
as
statistic?
playing
7 or
Master
8
Release,
games
it happens a lot less. It
against
really
the
does.
Shifter
Math
deck? You're just
does
going
show
to
that.
get
So
randomly
that is-
sacked by
okay,
it.
what's next?
You know, so it,
Masterpiece.
limited
Hold
is
this one as well. Again, this
negligible
could go
enough
to
that
the
it's not
national
relevant,
That's not a maxi issue because
but it still
like, if anything, it'd be better than
exists
maxi
that
formats,
you
these
can
cards.
just
But
be
into
sacked
maxi.
by it. It's
That card,
just like,
we've been over this several times.
why
It's not the
have
problem card, it's the
that
floodgates
be a
that are, and
variant
there aren't answers
factor?
to it in modern formats. The card is somewhat like rogue playable, but really not going to be a problem. And unlike the other ones like Dangers and White Dragon, I wouldn't really be looking out for this to be a possible threat in the near future. It's not a combo or synergistically reliant, unless they randomly.
But hey, one copy is better than 3, so we'll take
Naturally
it.
work with the Draco cards, but that have to be very like clearly made to work together.
Next
Hazard,
up, we
good
have
morning,
Mathmech
thank you.
Circular.
Okay, it's just weird.
a
Like I
long
almost wonder if
time,
they're trying to
buddy.
merge formats. I mean, obviously,
I
still
don't
very
think I'm
far
going to
cry from
Berlin.
Master.
I haven't
Master
booked
Duel's the Wild
anything.
West, and OCG is also very different. But Circular one isn't going to be a problem.
Yeah,
Actually,
very
it actually
likely
might be,
not.
because if you're playing Sign of Minding in Malice, it's a really good starter. And the cost is playing one Sigma, which just summons itself in hand, and that plays with Malice. So it's not a problem.
Sigma
You can make
boy,
Splash Mage and get
Sigma
rid of it.
boy,
It's not a-
Sigma
not a
boy.
huge deal. If you play the spell or trap, I doubt, because it's not worth the bricks. But it means you have 2 bodies, like Strikers, without committing
My body is a machine.
extra Xbox, which is nice. Is it even better than Striker cards, though? I guess it's better to draw. Yeah, I think, and you can sign a mining for them. I mean, it's a pretty minimal commitment. Those cards are good. I always forget. Mathmech itself, lone deck, probably not going to be good enough. It's faded into Oblivion in Master Duel.
Jesse's very good at stretching out the
Charmies hurts.
the watch time.
Power creep hurts. Well, they're
'Cause
not
he
going to
yaps
support.
in
However,
between the
Circular responsibility
reactions.
being any cyber stuff
He's a
really
genius.
fast.
He's a content creating
Anything.
prodigy.
Means that there is a good chance that we could just continue playing it in other decks. So yeah, don't count it out, I guess.
All right, last monster on the list, Ryziel Detonator to 1.
What? Ryziel Detonator 2-1. People, I can't imagine people were cheering about this. This is weird. The second detonator is.
What do you mean people weren't cheering about this? What are you talking about? Everyone loved that.
I'm not gonna.
Is anyone here upset about Detonator to 1? Detonator to 1 is based.
Say it's unimportant because everyone plays 2 for a reason. The thing is, killing 1 doesn't really mean you got rid of it because that means twins against it. It means if you can banish it, that's nice. But in reality, it's rare that you get to banish it because say you have Drill Beam and you get to target the detonator, those chain to pop itself. So I guess it means, ironically, Bestials are more impactful against Detonator now. So it means there's a little more nuance into interaction, but it doesn't make a huge change into the deck. That being said, if you have less good Ryziel Exceeds, anything that reinforces playing the Fiendsmith cards because it means you have ulterior engines to rely on. Good, okay, what's next?
Metatron is
Bonfire.
crazy. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I'm
Okay,
not smart enough to read that
I guess
card.
this gives a little more credence to some of the Ryziel hits. Now, the engine, okay, this is huge consistency hits, right? Because it's 2 Bonfire, 1 X, 1 Ice, 1 Sword is 5. 5 from 12, so you go down almost half. That is huge. And the deck was a little inconsistent before, so you will rely on other engines now or half of Tachyon. It means like the pure Ryziel in the form we know it's like not the one that my team went with, but the team that the one that's been popular before.
My
before
team?
Tachyon. Still popular now, some totally type build. Probably just unviable completely. You need to either have other engines or the Tachyons. But the Tachyon should make up a fair bit of it. That being said, do you still play big draws with Tachyon? Probably not, because the reason to play it.
I think
was to
Tachyon feels
free up
really
the
weird to
card
play in
demands
Ryziel.
between
Like
monsters.
going
You're
minus
not
1
gonna
for a
problem
Rhoda
capitalizing
is
on
like
Oh, I guess Bonfire 1 also means Snake Eye Ash is less searchable, so let's hit that
Because
point.
yeah, I was experiencing
Yeah, all right,
consistency
whatever.
issues with Raizo before this ban list.
Brilliant Fusion. Oh, the Gemini cards are coming out soon, right? I don't remember what those cards do, but I remember reading one of them was like a circular. Those cards were good. That's all I remember. I don't remember what they did exactly.
Were the Gemini cards good?
One garnet brick to put in other decks like you would in the past. Because
They were good.
You could argue it's still gonna be playable at that point, but it would be a good. It would be a reasonable engine or extension in a lot of different decks.
I don't think it's going to be a meta deck.
The only time you play it is if you can search it.
Except
or if you
when
don't
Vlad
play
plays
Gem
it,
Knight cards.
to be fair.
And I think that makes
Only when
this
Vlad plays
good
it.
for Gem Knights. I'm happy for this.
So next up, we do have Crossout Designator.
Would love if it was banned, but this card is one of my biggest frustrations. It's just always either unplayable or.
Called by and Crossout are the biggest noob checks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if you don't really know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, or if you don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh! In a competitive level, they love Crossout. They love Called by. But if you actually understand, you know that those cards are bad. Like, they're unhealthy. Bad as in broken. Bad as in not, healthy. They're really, really annoying. Your hand traps should be meaningful. Your hand traps should resolve. People complain about hand traps, and so the answer is to play a card that encourages more hand traps. It's so dumb. It's really stupid. And on top of that, Crossout is disgusting and really annoying in the mirror match. Because hitting key engine pieces in a mirror can just win you the game. You know? One of the worst interactions historically that I can remember or think about is branded mirrors, where crossing out branded fusion in a mirror match, and on top of that, you just play crossout for Ash generally, and obviously it stops hand traps. In a mirror to hit branded fusion with crossout, there's just no skill in that matchup.
Way too broken. Talent and Crossouts, Call by Draw. Those were the 10 cards we talked about in our.
Crossing out Engraver is probably disgusting as well. Which, by the way, Engraver is insane that they missed.
Still, though, would like to see it banned. What else we got?
The last card on the limited list, Triple Tactics Talent.
All right, so continuing with that theme. Talents.
I'm really sad about Talents because Talents, I think, is such a good, fun card to play with going second. And I think that's one of the coolest things about Talents. When Talents is activated into a board, it's so good. You can ban, you can spin cards out your opponent's hand after you've, forced out an interruption. You can steal an interruption. You can dig for more engine. But going first, it's so toxic. Because you basically just, again, encourage bad hand trap play. And it's just the worst. Man, YouTube chat, Farfa is so annoying. What are you doing here? Why are you here in a Farfa stream? Are you stupid? This guy just went into the library and complained about the books. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? What is wrong with you? Oh my god.
One is interesting more so than Crossout because yes, it means you can't, you don't have Zoffin going first. That's the biggest thing I care about. But going second, that's not true. I mean, you do essentially still back to 4 copies. I've had several decks.
All right. Thank you for your full reaction, Jesse.